This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday. It's Barnes and Leslie Crash around here somewhere getting your traffic all together. And we've got that Sleaze for you right now, brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. You want to learn more? Just head to McDonald's.com.
Not what we expected, but it was a mixed trial and mixed verdict, Barnes, for Harvey Weinstein. He was convicted of a criminal sexual act in the first degree. The jury found him guilty of sexually assaulting Miriam Haley, but acquitted him of a second charge involving Kaja Sokola, and they were unable to reach a unanimous verdict on the third count related to Jessica Mann. Wow, so the jurors were instructed to continue deliberations.
So what happens in a mixed bag like that? Does he just get some time, or does he...
Yeah, I think so. The retrial comes after his previous conviction, remember, in 2020, which saw him sentenced to 23 years in prison before those convictions were overturned in 2024. It is very confusing, I know.
Man, I have not checked Vegas on the odds that he's alive when this is all over.
Okay, I have been so anxious about this F1 movie. I'm so excited about it. But did you see that Apple has introduced a special trailer?
Yes.
That offers a unique haptic vibration feedback experience.
Yeah.
When viewed on your phone.
I watched it. It was very cool.
You already did?
The phone rattles. Yeah. It's like, you know how the haptic, well, you're not an iPhone person, so I'm sorry.
I'm not an iPhone. So tell me, it kind of walk through that for me.
Well, just like they've been introducing all these haptic sounds. When sounds happen, you feel it on your phone.
Yeah.
So it's very smart of someone to incorporate that into the F1 trailer. I cannot wait to see that movie.
So are you actually feeling the roar of the engines?
Yeah, you feel it pulsate. Like you feel it in certain, it's what's good they didn't overuse it, because in certain areas when the car is either like passing by the screen really fast or the rumble of an engine, you just feel it.
Well, that's coming into theaters June 27th. It was really funny because Brad Pitt was talking to E! News about the movie F1, and they mentioned that Tom Cruise is a big fan of his in this movie. Listen to this.
Tom Cruise is out there singing the praises of this film. What does that mean to you to get the support of a guy like that?
Oh, it's so sweet. He's sweet. Yeah, we did have our go-kart days back in the 90s, early 90s.
You did?
Yeah.
When can we get you guys together in a film?
Well, I'm not going to hang my off airplanes shit like that. So, but he does something again that's on the ground.
In the go-kart days, who was faster, you or Tom?
He got me in the end. I got to tell you. I got to admit.
I'm not going to hang my crap out of airplanes.
I mean, seriously, do you blame him?
That's funny.
An excitement builds for James Gunn's upcoming Superman film. Yeah, they have a final trailer that was just released. The footage dives deeper into the conflict between Superman and Lex Luthor. Let's look.
Not gonna lie, this looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Superman. The most powerful being on planet Earth.
We finally meet.
Now, as planned, I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
No matter what you do to me, Luthor, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Looks like a good ride, right? Coming to theaters July the 11th. Man, this is going to be a big summer for movies. I cannot wait.
I wonder what's coming out the 4th, because the 4th is always a pretty big movie weekend. I'm wondering why they waited a week.
Ooh.
Is it Jurassic's week to come out? Something big.
Oh, maybe it's Jurassic.
Maybe that's it. Something big's coming out, because for them to push it to the 11th.
Rebel Wilson just shared that scripts for Pitch Perfect 4 are currently in development. That franchise, was kind of a sleeper in the very beginning, if you remember, in 2012. I mean, it kind of blew up. So now maybe a Pitch Perfect 4? Pitch Perfect 2 was directed by Elizabeth Banks It became the highest-grossing musical comedy of all time.
Yeah, it was an underground mover. Any teenage girl was all about it. That thing, yeah. My kids, yep.
A fourth Meet the Parents movie is in the works. We mentioned this already. Ariana Grande with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro.
I don't get it. That is not a draw for me.
Well, I have to say this, though, because, I'm one of the ones that loves Ben Stiller, and he kind of plays the same character in these comedies. But can you believe that was released, the first one, 25 years ago?
No. Well, yeah, I can.
But think about, we've talked about this, these prequels and sequels. I mean, Hollywood has to do this because people love that franchise.
There are so many of them, and there are so many more coming that you don't even know about. I can't mention names, but I have seen auditions come through that are more sequels.
Yeah, is it blowing your mind?
Yeah, that aren't even out yet, and they try to hide it by giving it a fake name. A quick Google for the director attached, and you can find out who it is. But it's all remakes and sequels and prequels and nyquels. It's all of them.
Did you know that Ben Stiller was not the original choice for the lead back in the day? At one point, they were talking to Jim Carrey, and it was going to be directed by Steven Spielberg. That's how much stuff changes in Hollywood that you don't know about.
The lead for Meet the Parents?
Yes.
Wow.
It was going to be Jim Carrey. Not sure it would have been the same.
No, it would have been. I can't see him not being so over the top.
I know. Ashton Kutcher was kind of silent for a while because there was all this controversy, as you know, between Ashton and Mila. But he is on social media kind of with a little parental advice.
I'm kind of surprised because he's like Diddy guest number one. I mean, this dude's waiting every minute, you know what I mean, to find out if he's going to get dragged into this tidal wave. But then he pops up with this.
I've been trying to figure out how my kids are getting around the Apple screen time app limits, and just discovered something. Like, I have it set for 30 minutes, but every day they somehow have more than 30 minutes every single time. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So my 7 and 9-year-old figured out that if they change the time zone to cross the international date line, it appears to be a different day, and therefore they get more screen time. So just be aware of that hack. They're smarter than us.
Okay, this dude is not stupid. I mean, this is, if I've ever seen a positioning piece, that's someone who's been silent on social media during this whole Diddy thing. Then he comes out with that slice of American pie.
I thought the same thing.
Oh, man. That's like some PR person said, okay, here's what you do. You come out with this cute video about your kids getting around. Yeah, okay, dude.
Sad to report, I do have some deaths in Celebrity Sleaze. Ananda Lewis, a beloved host from MTV's VJ's era in the late 90s, passed away on Wednesday after battling breast cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that. I do not remember her. I mean, and I watched...
I kind of remember her, yes.
So much of that, I did not recognize her.
They said sadly on the same day her son graduated middle school.
Oh, that's tough.
Harris Yulin of Scarface and Ozark also passed away, a revered actor known for all his diverse roles and careers. He was in Clear and Present Danger, Training Day, Ozark, I just mentioned. Anyway, his talent was even smaller roles like the New York Judge in Ghostbusters 2. And finally, Barnes, I know you remember this person. Remember Dr. Rick Weber on General Hospital?
No, I didn't watch GH. That was your show.
Okay. Well, Chris Robinson, that is his name, beloved actor, was on The Bold and the Beautiful and GH for years. He passed away as well. Hate to bring all this up in Celebrity Sleaze, but rest in peace. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength.
We go into this hooch searching for Christ knows what.
Regardless if anybody else does it, will you do it?
There's a lot of things that are hurtful and disturbing.
Can't get anybody to talk about it.
Uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
There's a saying, there's no atheist in a foxhole.
That was the hardest part for you coming home.
What?
How'd you get through it?
I worked hard.
The Sean Ryan Show.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.